Oh yeah, ay. When you need a hand and you don't know why, just know that I'll be there. When the road is long and you feel so tired.
Man, this is my favorite hashtag. Ooh, Bulls on Parade. Hey there, YouTube. John Reagan here with E-Powersport. If you can hear me, that's really good because, well, my I was so happy yesterday. I was singing for an hour, literally. And just ripped my throat up. Things are good. Things are going very well. As a matter of fact, one of the minor bonuses I just found out was this Vinkfer VX2 that was a misorder. Customer ordered it and then didn't want it, is a white paint job. And I don't know if you guys understand that, but it's like very rare. Usually you get gray or black or something very just blah. And so white is a real like pop-in color on those bikes. So we're gonna pull that out. I'm gonna do a short video on that because we already did a VX2 unboxing. But yeah, I think it looks pretty sweet. It's got a matte paint job too, so it's not shiny, it's not all glossy, so that'd be pretty sweet. Doing this in the afternoon. This morning I just booked up with stuff. We are working on closing a spot finally, which is awesome. It turns out to be a really good spot. As you can see, we have bikes for sale still at this point. Which blows my mind. And so we're going to be doing more videos and stuff on these. We're going to get the teardowns done on them, and so you can understand what the wiring is like inside them and what that all means. Been meeting with Tom and the investors so that we're all on the same page, and that was not hard. We're all on the same page. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff, a lot coming up, and the shipment is going to be on its way here in just a few days, actually, from tomorrow. So from today, actually. So that's awesome. So we're going to have just a ton of motorcycles, a ton of bikes for you. Yeah, it's just awesome stuff. So stoked. Riding the Watt bike is out. It's a fun bike. It's not bad. But I will say these are even more fun. And as you've seen, the alarms work really well. So yeah, so we'll have a bunch of different stuff coming in. We're going to be changing venues here real soon. So the videos are going to be different. But yeah, everything's just going to get better and better and better. We're even getting motors in for those two carbon fiber bikes. We can finally do the build outs on those and get them to be a full 1,000-watt, really worthwhile carbon fiber bike for you guys to be riding. So really stoked about that stuff. Really stoked about the partnership and Tom and our investors and stuff, and how, you know, we're just all on that same page, and we're all about bringing these things to you at really good prices. That's really, you know, the whole point of this is so that you can actually afford electric transportation. So yeah, so we're actually going to be doing, like I said, the teardown videos on these real soon. I want to do a couple with Tom, have him in on them, and also probably be cutting you guys some deals on these bikes, because we want to get a few into people's hands, get them riding them, get them talking about them and understanding them. And no, I'm not talking about you YouTube influencers who want me to hand you a $5,000 bike for free. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about real riders, real people that will ride these things, that will actually pay for one, right? Because they want to ride it, because they know the value. And so we're going to get you some good deals, and I think that's going to help to kind of get people to understand the value that these things have. And I'll tell you, these ones are great in that you can register them, right? You can get the VMX 12F registered, you can get the Tinbot registered. Dang, that's so sensitive. But when it comes to power and when it comes to just overall beastiness, the VMX 12, hands down, this thing is just a pocket monster. It is slightly smaller than those. it has the same power plant, but, and you don't find this listed anywhere mostly, and it drives me nuts, it has an 84 volt system, not a 72 volt system. So it's actually pushing 12 more volts through this and pumping that much more power. So that's why, not just besides the weight, but because of that, it's actually able to hit 74 and 75 miles per hour. So unlike these ones, which are a little heavier, which use a 72 volt system, which will only get you to about 60, 65. I'd say about 60, 55, 60 to be safe. The Tinbot, it's, you know, like my partner described it, it's really the Cadillac or Benz style of riding an electric motorcycle. It's very smooth, it's a very refined riding experience, but it doesn't go very fast. It sits on the road heavy, you notice it, it rides nice, but it's not a speed demon. So, we also have Himaways. We had a great deal go through with Engway, where we bought a bulk purchase of their returns, and we're going to do it again. And we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. And we're going to keep doing it to keep these bikes and these items out of the landfill. I mean, when it comes to lithium battery packs going into a landfill, when it comes to like 20, 30 pounds worth of aluminum going into a landfill, I think it's just wasteful. And it's not a disposable commodity, right? These are things that we need to be recycling. These are things that we need to work on, especially lithium batteries. I mean, you don't want those sitting in a landfill. We really need to dispose of them appropriately. And so we're really making these efforts with the companies we work with so that we can make sure they're not just throwing away returns, that returns aren't just turning into garbage and getting tossed aside and basically ending up in our landfills. So because of this, we've already seen some good sales. We've already seen some good response because we can get people these at slightly better prices. The idea here is going to be that people that really need them, that, you know, maybe couldn't afford a brand new one, will be able to afford this type of transportation. So really excited that so far has gone pretty well. And that we actually have more units to build on. We're going to do custom units. We're going to make them kind of our own, you might say, and your own, because there's going to be opportunity for you to select things you want on these bikes, like saddle, like the handlebars, like the power of the motor, the size of the battery. So we're going to give you that customization capability based on the frames that we're getting in and that we're reconditioning. So yeah, lots of fun stuff, and it's really blowing up, and I can't wait till we get in the spot. We can do video there, show you guys all that, get that going. Got a ton more bikes coming, especially once we get the spot. We're gonna get all this stuff consolidated together so that you'll be able to check it all out, and we'll be able to get you all the info you need on this stuff. So as you can tell, my throat's a little hashed. I really want to talk about the Nubot Storm and the Hurricane. But I will be doing that in a later video this week because that is some serious shit. Okay, those things are badass, and I can't wait to get them here so you guys can see them. So, ride safe.
Know that I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there.